Hello, dear students. In this video, we are going to learn about the topics which are present in paper 3, second year MSc Analytical Chemistry. So, the name of the paper is Applied Analysis 2. So, name of the paper is Applied Analysis 2. Applied Analysis 1 is present in your third semester of second year MSc Analytical Chemistry. Here it is fourth semester. Okay. So, this paper consists of totally 4 units are there. First unit in Applied Analysis 2 is analysis of raw materials. Analysis of raw materials. And second unit is analysis of finished products 2. Finished products 2. Analysis of finished product 1 is present in your third semester. We already learned the topic in third semester. In fourth semester, the second unit is analysis of finished products 2. Next, third unit which is inserted in your syllabus is assessment of air quality. What is that? Assessment of air quality. Okay, right. And the last unit which is inserted in your third paper is kinetic methods of analysis. Kinetic methods of analysis and non-aqueous titrations and non-aqueous titrations. Okay. So, I wish to briefly explain or overview of this syllabus. I will give you an overview of this syllabus which is inserted in fourth semester paper 3, that is applied analysis. In analysis of raw materials, 2 parts are there. First part, it is analysis of non-ferroalloys. Analysis of non-ferrous alloys. And second part is analysis of ferrous alloys. Analysis of ferrous alloys. Analysis of ferrous alloys. Okay. So analysis of non-ferrous alloys in our syllabus by taking example. Analysis of brass. Next, analysis of bronze. Next, analysis of solder. These three are non-ferrous alloys. And second part, it is related to analysis of ferrous alloys. Example, according to your syllabus. So, analysis of ferrosilicon, ferrovanadium, ferromanganese, ferrochrome and silicomanganese. So, this is the first unit which is inserted in your syllabus as analysis of raw materials topic. Okay. First, analysis of non-ferro alloys. First one is analysis of brass. In analysis of brass, the constituents to be determined are copper, zinc, tin, lead and iron. Okay. Next, in analysis of bronze, we need to determine the constituents of copper, zinc, tin, lead and iron. In case of solder, the constituents which are present in solder to be determined are tin, lead and antimony. Next part of analysis of raw materials is analysis of ferroalloys. First one, ferrosilicon. The constituents to be determined are silicon, carbon, phosphorus and sulfur. In the case of ferrovanadium, the constituents to be determined are vanadium, carbon, phosphorus, sulfur, aluminum and silicon. In the case of ferromanganese, the constituents to be determined are manganese, silicon, sulfur, carbon and phosphorus. In the case of the analysis of ferrochromium, the constituents to be determined are silicon, chromium and carbon. And in the case of silicomanganese, the constituents to be determined are manganese, silicon, sulfur, phosphorus and carbon. So, these are the constituents to be determined in various non-ferro and ferrous alloys. That is the first unit which is inserted in this applied analysis paper. Next, second unit, analysis of finished products. So, in this we need to analyze the cement samples, oils, soaps and paints. Various constituents which are present in cement, oils, soaps, paints, etc., etc. I think you know very well. If you go for soap, you can observe the TFM. TFM is nothing but total fatty matter. Okay? In this topic, we can analyze the TFM value of a soap also. Next, in the case of third unit, then you can determine various constituents which are present in air quality. Here you can observe or you can learn about the composition of pure air, classification of air pollutants, toxic elements which are present in dust and their sources, collection of air samples, sources, effects, control of pollution and chemical analysis for the following pollutant. They are primary pollutants. Primary pollutants example, carbon compounds like carbon monoxide, carbon dioxide, sulfur compounds, sulfur dioxide, sulfur trioxide and hydrogen sulfide. Nitrogen compounds, nitric oxide and nitrogen dioxide. Hydrocarbons, they are aliphatic hydrocarbons and polycyclic aromatic hydrocarbons, simply polycyclic aromatic hydrocarbons, PHA. And particulate matter also we can determine. Respirable and suspended particulate matter, inorganic and organic particulates. And the secondary pollutants you can determine ozone, peroxyacetyl nitrate, simply called as PAN, peroxybenzyl nitrate, simply called as PBN. And next topic is standards for ambient air quality. So these are the topics which are inserted in your third unit under the heading assessment of air quality. Next, fourth unit, that is the last unit which is inserted in your syllabus, is kinetic methods of analysis and non-aqueous titrations. In kinetic methods of analysis, what is the kinetic method of analysis introduction? Slow reactions, you know very well chemical kinetics. So, slow reactions, catalyzed reactions, methods of determination of catalyst concentration, extrapolation method for the determination of catalyst, variable time method, fixed time method, examples for the determination of toxic metals and anions using some typical kinetic reactions. So this is the first part which is inserted under unit 4. And next part, that is the second part of this unit, is non-aqueous titrations. So first one, classification of solvents and titrations for non-aqueous titrations, types of reactions and indicators used. First one, determination of acids for determination of bases, and Karl-Fischer reagent for the determination of moisture content in drugs and other samples. These are the various units which are inserted in paper 3 under the name Applied Analysis 2 in your 4th semester. This is the overview of Applied Analysis 2 paper, which is in 4th semester, second year MSc Analytical Chemistry. Thank you for your kind attention to this video.